Booker's played in every game so far this season. Tatum, an improved defensive player with the deflection. And now Brown goes right at the chest of Booker. Rejected by Craig, out of bounds.
He's a little shrug move and then getting to his spot and elevator.
Booker through the lane. Nice pass to Torrey Craig. Booker's averaging 6 assists per game. Shot clock inside at 10. Tatum on the drive. Good D by Ayton, batted around. And Paul's got it. Fakes the pass once. Now hits Craig and stride. Layup is good with the left hand.
Have him back.
And I like Torrey Craig, instead of running to the corner for a transition 3, running for the best shot in basketball, the uncontested layup.
Chris Paul forced the turnover, and now Craig soars to the rim and lays it in.
3 layups.
Tatum inside the arc, pulls the trigger, and swishes it home for the long 2.
Their turnover margin is just okay. It's the shooting piece that really has made them elite.
And we talked about it earlier. Robert Williams comes back, but they do lose something offensively with their ability to stretch the defense.
But they do get the lob threat as Ayton gets an easy roll.
You only have 4?
4.
Would you mind sharing with the world?
Well, these 2, Milwaukee and New Orleans, as Griffin hits the 3.
Please don't put me in the category with this guy. I didn't say anybody. He went down the list of his names.
Of course, because he doesn't have the conviction of his thoughts to actually state.
They're 0 for 6 from deep. Boston is 2 for 8. Here's Brown, gets rid of Craig and knocks down the jumper. Jaylen Brown, just his second basket in 8 attempts.
Responded and led this team to the best team in basketball early on in this season.
Yeah, what I think is he's got tremendous poise. Allowed him to more easily find his voice as a head coach. And I think he has...
by Tatum.
Yeah.
And he prepared him, knowingly or unknowingly, for this opportunity. Think about you, the experience that you had as a young assistant, working for the great coaches that you had.
There's no question.
Booker defended by Derek White, spinning, gets into the lane, goes to the left and puts it in with a second to go. Joe Mazzulla went to the Final Four as a player just 12 years ago as Tatum drills a 3. His first 3-pointer. Here's Brogdon, 8 first-quarter points. What a pickup Brogdon's been. Great pass. Brogdon is everything you want.
Embraces his role because he's a starting point guard, an accomplished guy in this league.
And a lot of it is that's been health-related.
Rebound, Derek White. Kane coming off the bench after being a starter with Chris Paul on. As Tatum is starting to take over here. He's got 12 now. And a 19-point deficit. Boston has scored the last 7 points. Very balanced scoring. 3 players in double figures. Derek White drills a 3.
Energy, effort, plays, getting back into the picture. This is stellar defense. Even when the Suns score, it's a struggle.
And Jaylen Brown counted. They're going to call a foul on Booker.
And his offense, I mean, they I think have accomplished great things as Bridges with a nice cut and feed from Ayton. Jay Crowder now, you know, sort of away from the team as Brown takes it and finishes it. I don't think they have enough offense.
Closing in on a minute to go here in the first half. Pull-up jumper, contact, that's 4 on Booker. Count the basket and 1. Third on Griffin, now a steal by Tatum. He gives it right back though, and Booker underneath for the easy dunk. Mark, you were harassing Jeff for only picking 4 NBA championship contenders in the first half. One of his 4 was the Suns. And he's sticking with that as Griffin hits a 3, and the lead is 37.
Listen, I think the Celtics are a much more physically talented team than Phoenix. I think Phoenix plays normally excellent basketball, as you have to have elite talent and a number of different ways to score.
Here's Tatum falling away. It's good. Well, this Boston group is very experienced. Obviously, they led them to the NBA Finals last year for the first time since 2010. Tatum's 3 is there. Jason Tatum with 22. Timeout, Phoenix. Mikal Bridges isn't playing well. 2 for 12, 0 for 5 from 3. Ayton just 4 of 7, 8 points. They've got nothing from their bench. Here's Jaylen Brown on the money with another 3.
A younger head coach. I know I had that benefit when, as a beautiful pass from White to Cornette, I had that benefit with the Knicks with Ewing and Oakley. And I tell you, the one I wish I had back was we had a player who said after a game that he likes shooting, just from the roster that he's put together.
Count the basket for Cam Payne and 1, so a 3-point chance for Payne.
What Robert Williams will give you against the elite defensive teams is a lob threat at the rim besides the defense. As Cornette finishes here.
And Coach touched on it. You can't say enough about the job that Brad Stevens has done in the seat running this organization.
That is a huge loss. You're absolutely right. Cy Young winner.
Is there anything you don't know? I mean, you just cover all the bases, no pun intended.
I know Hauser can shoot.
That Brad coached before moving to the front office.
Right. Hey, Danny Ainge with the draft picks of Brown and Tatum, did just a masterful job in.
That Brad coached before moving to the front office.
Right. Hey, Danny Ainge with the draft picks of Brown and Tatum, did just a masterful job in.
15 and 12 on the season. The 27-point lead by Boston at halftime. They kept the margin in double digits. The Boston Celtics were really good tonight. They're up by as many as 45. They scored 125, could have been a lot worse. They had 69 at halftime.